This is Good Morning Indiana, working for you.
It is 4:27 here on your Monday morning. Thanks for starting your day with us on Good Morning Indiana. I'm Lauren Casey.
And I'm Meredith Barrick. We want to begin with a notice for parents and students at a local IPS school after a threat was posted on social media over the weekend.
Yeah, this is Christian Park School 82. They are set to be on a partial lockdown today. They're working with police in the area, school police as well, to make sure that students are safe as they head to class this morning. We don't have the details on what the threat was or the nature of it, but they just wanted parents to be aware of this. Again, that's over on the east side of town. We'll keep you updated if we learn any more information about where that threat came from or what it was about. But again, they want you to know that they are working with police, and that's why they could be on a partial lockdown this Monday.
And to start off your Monday morning, our temps are lingering right around 40 degrees. It's dry out there. Wasn't too terrible as we all headed out the door this morning, but there is rain on the way. Alyssa Donovan here with us to let us know when we can expect it to arrive.
So it's coming our way right now. We are starting dry at this moment. Those temperatures feel kind of okay outside. We're in the 40s across the area. We're going to drop down just a little bit this morning into the upper 30s, and most of us are going to start cloudy, but in the next couple hours or so here, we are going to see those showers moving in from the southwest, and we are going to see scattered showers throughout our day. Temperatures are going to climb into the mid-40s this afternoon, and we'll continue to see those rain showers this evening, overnight, and into the first half of our Tuesday. So it is a start to our work week that's a little bit wet. Then we have another system coming our way that will bring us a rain-snow mix midweek. So we're starting with some dicey conditions, and then we are going to dry out as we head towards the weekend.
All right, Alyssa, thank you.
Thank you. Well, over on the east side of town, you probably remember the video from last week of that semi-fire and explosion, just eruption over here at 465 and I-70, the interchange there. Well, that was back open, as you remember, the next day and during the week. But yesterday on Sunday, they closed part of that ramp over there, the ramp system that was damaged, to do some patchwork. We can tell you this morning as you're heading out the door that everything on the east side over there is back open. They did complete their work yesterday afternoon, so that's good news for your commute. And we just wanted to keep you updated on that in case you drove through yesterday and saw that it was closed.
Yes, it has reopened. And finally, today in our Hiring Hoosiers Classroom to Career series, we are heading to Ball State, where we're going to meet some students who are looking into the past to prepare for their future.
That's right. We're talking about architecture and the students there that are going into this field. They're studying old blueprints. They're in places like Columbus that have world famous architecture. And so we're going to be taking a look at this program and how it's preparing the next generation of architects right here in the Hoosier State. We'll have that plus news, weather, and traffic coming up right here on Good Morning Indiana.
This is Good Morning Indiana, working for you.
Now at 4:30 on Good Morning Indiana, an IPS elementary school on partial lockdown this morning after reports of a threat. What we know so far and how school officials are handling the situation.
Plus, firefighters spend every day protecting our lives, but their job may be putting their health at risk. How one company is stepping up to help.
And check your tickets. One lucky lottery player is $9 million richer this morning. We'll tell you where in Indiana the ticket was sold. Obviously, none of us were that big winner because we're here this morning. We want to welcome you in as well. Thanks for joining us on your Monday morning. I'm Meredith Barrick.
And I'm Lauren Casey. Alyssa Donovan is with us this morning to break down our forecast. And we enjoyed some amazing weather yesterday, Alyssa, but now the rain is coming our way.
Yeah, so we had a nice weekend, but that was ahead of the storm system that's coming our way right now. We are going to start with some showers this morning across the area. A lot of us are starting with those dry conditions and above average conditions. We are starting in the low 40s across much of central Indiana. It's 40 degrees right now in Indianapolis. As we head through the morning, we'll drop down just a little bit into the upper 30s, and then we'll start to see those showers moving into central Indiana right around 9 or 10 a.m. We're starting to see some of those showers, though, right around the Bloomington area this morning and moving into Seymour. That's all from a low pressure system that's just moving in from our southwest, and that's going to continue to impact us today and into tomorrow, bringing us quite a bit of moisture. So we are going to start seeing that rain wind shower coming in this morning. That will continue into the afternoon and evening, overnight, and into our Tuesday morning before that dries out. But we are not done with the rain and wet weather after that. We have another system coming our way midweek that will bring us rain and snow chances. Today, however, we are just going to see rain. Those temperatures starting in the 40s, staying in the mid-40s as we head into the afternoon.
Alyssa, thank you so much. Here's a look at traffic as you're heading out early this morning, maybe ahead of the rain. This is a look on the north side, I-65 at 30th Street. Traffic's moving along up to speed here north of downtown. No delays to slow you down. So let's take a look out near the airport. I-70 here near Ronald Reagan Parkway, the interstate down below. It's pretty quiet this morning, so if you're heading out to maybe catch an early morning flight to start your work week, you shouldn't run into any issues on the roads.
Developing this morning, an East Side elementary school will be on partial lockdown today after a threat was made on social media. That's according to IPS officials. The threat was made against Christian Park School 82. In a statement, the school's principal said, in part, the matter is currently under investigation to determine the validity of the threat, and we take all threats very seriously and always place the safety and security of our students and staff as our top priority. IPS police are working with local law enforcement to investigate. Officials have not specified the nature of the threat.
In other news this morning, murder charges have been filed against a man accused of killing a woman found dead inside a Fountain Square church. Metro Police believe that Robert Burke strangled and stabbed Julie Morey last November. Officers were called to St. Patrick Catholic Church on Prospect Street, where they found Morey dead on a couch. Burks is already in custody in connection to a separate case.
And in Beech Grove, a teen accused of shooting and killing his own uncle will be tried as an adult. Court documents show 28-year-old Devon Ford was shot multiple times last Sunday. His nephew, 16-year-old Sylvester Ford, has been charged with murder. Investigators say Sylvester's story changed several times. Initially, he told relatives and police that intruders shot his uncle. He later confessed to the shooting, telling detectives he accidentally shot his uncle 3 times and took the gun and $160 in cash. He's set to go on trial next month.
The I-465 southbound ramp to I-70 eastbound that was damaged after that tanker explosion Thursday is back open this morning. NDOT closed the ramp Sunday so crews could do some patchwork. Heavy fire was widespread across the bridge, causing it to be closed for several hours over the weekend for crews to clean up and assess the damage. One lane of the I-465 southbound ramp to I-70 eastbound remained open until Saturday morning. NDOT says they wanted to wait until a low traffic time to complete that work. The closure lasted until 3:30 Sunday afternoon. Again, it is back open for your Monday morning commute.
We saw firsthand Thursday the risk firefighters take daily to protect the community. Crews rushing to the scene dealing with thick smoke and heavy fire, and unfortunately their job can be a risk to their health. Skin cancer is common for firefighters, which is why it's so important to remove the cancer-causing agents. We talked to the director of emergency services who looked into an ultrasonic cleanser that can help remove carcinogens from firefighters' gear. Those cleaning devices were donated by a company called 1-800-BOARD-UP. The company purchased around 20 cleansers and has been donating them to local fire departments.
As I give those out to people, I quite almost literally see the faces of those firefighters I've worked with, and it kind of gives me the drive in order to continue to give these out, because you just never know who you could save or whose life you can make better during their experience of working or in post-employment.
So far, 1-800-BOARD-UP has donated the cleansers to at least 13 fire departments, including Greenfield, Avon, Danville, and Whitestown. They have about 6 more they're currently hoping to donate as well.
Preparing for college can be overwhelming, but one event has been easing the load by helping families to get that financial help that they need. College Goal Sunday connects families with professionals that can help to navigate the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA. Colleges and universities require students to complete the FAFSA if they're seeking federal financial aid, including grants or loans. That's why the event is so important for students and families.
It could make that difference between someone who may not go because they have some financial concerns, or that is now going because they've alleviated those concerns and are able to move forward with the college process.
Well, the FAFSA must be received on or before April 15th in order to be eligible for your aid. If you missed College Goal Sunday and you still need help, you can call the Federal Student Aid Information Center. They have information, or rather we have that information on the RTV6 app and also at theindychannel.com.
If you play the lottery, you may want to check your ticket. A winning ticket matching all 6 numbers in Saturday's Hoosier Lotto jackpot was sold in Fort Wayne. Saturday's jackpot amount was $9.8 million. Lottery officials say that ticket was sold at Cap and Cork Liquors on Bluffton Road. The winning numbers are 10, 16, 17, 18, 21, and 45. Good luck.
Today, thousands of fans will gather in Los Angeles to celebrate the life and legacy of Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna. Coming up, we'll have a preview of today's events and how you can watch them.
And with wedding season right around the corner, some brides-to-be could be left without a dress. The reason behind a potential wedding dress shortage coming up. Alyssa.
And we're starting dry this morning, but that's going to change very soon in the next couple hours. We have rain moving in to start our week. I'll have the details coming up.
Terribly exciting. That's why we do it.
Welcome back. Los Angeles Lakers legend Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna will be remembered today in a celebration of life memorial service.
The two were killed along with 7 others when Kobe's private helicopter crashed in Southern California last month. Thousands are expected to gather at the Staples Center to say their goodbyes. ABC's Trevor Ault has more.
Thousands of mourners are expected to gather at the Staples Center in Los Angeles Monday morning to remember Kobe Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter Gianna. It's been nearly a month since they died in a helicopter crash near Calabasas, California, along with 7 other people. In the days following the crash, nearly 250,000 people paid tribute to the Lakers legend outside the arena, leaving flowers and balloons and writing messages of support. But on Monday, police will be setting up checkpoints.
If you don't have tickets and credentials, that you'll not be allowed into this venue.
The screens outside the Staples Center, as well as in restaurants in the area, will not be broadcasting the service.
I grew up here in Long Beach. I mean, it's emotional for me still.
The event is sold out. Organizers distributing nearly 20,000 tickets, but at least 90,000 registered to attend.
He touched a lot of lives here, and, it's sad that everyone can't attend.
Bryant's widow, Vanessa, calling the memorial a celebration of life. And the date, 2/24, is significant, representing the numbers Gianna and Kobe wore on their uniforms. And for those attending, they're being asked not to bring signs or flowers to the Staples Center, but instead they can honor Kobe and Gianna by making contributions to the Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation, the newly renamed nonprofit which provides opportunities to young people through sports. Trevor Ault, ABC News.
A private funeral for Kobe and Gianna was held earlier this month. The celebration of life will begin at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern. NBA TV will broadcast the service. It will also be available by live stream.
At 4:42, tragedy in New Orleans after several people were injured by floats during a Mardi Gras celebration. At least 2 of those incidents turning deadly. Saturday, a 58-year-old man was hit and killed by a tandem float. Witnesses say he was trapped between the 2 sections and crushed underneath. Authorities say a woman was killed in a similar accident on Wednesday. And then last night, New Orleans EMS say that 2 people were hospitalized after falling from their floats. Both are expected to be okay. Tandem floats, which have at least 2 floats connected by a hitch, have been banned for the rest of the Mardi Gras season. But despite the tragedies, Mardi Gras' biggest celebrations will go on as scheduled today.
In Chicago, Jussie Smollett is heading back to court today. The former Empire actor is facing new charges. Last year, Smollett told police he was attacked by 2 men because he is black and openly gay, but authorities later determined that the story was fake. Prosecutors dropped the charges against him, upsetting Chicago's police and mayor, who called for an investigation into the case. Earlier this month, Smollett was indicted by a grand jury for making false reports. He has maintained his innocence.
It's 4:43. 3, the Democrats now have a clear front runner after Bernie Sanders took a win in Nevada. The latest caucus results showing the Vermont senator with a massive 28-point lead over Joe Biden, Pete Buttigieg, Elizabeth Warren, and Amy Klobuchar. For other candidates, Nevada results only heightening the importance of the upcoming South Carolina primary. The other story was voter turnout. 75,000 people voted early, and 84% of the Nevada Democrats made up their minds early. 40% of those were in favor of Bernie Sanders. Vice President Joe Biden was hoping to build momentum and close the gap with Sanders after a disappointing finish in Iowa and New Hampshire. He now looks to the South Carolina primary set for Saturday. Meanwhile, Pete Buttigieg's campaign is questioning his third-place finish in Nevada. The former South Bend mayor's team wrote a letter to the Nevada State Democratic Party claiming there are discrepancies in early voting numbers. Buttigieg's campaign called for the party to release more detail of the votes, including a breakdown of early votes cast by home precincts. The Nevada State Democratic Party responded saying it's still verifying the results, but it will not offer a more detailed breakdown. The party also said the campaign can request a recount, which must be done by 5 p.m. today. It is unclear if that will happen.
In Washington, security officials now say Russia's interference in the 2020 election might not be specifically aimed at helping President Trump get reelected. Intel officials say the person who briefed lawmakers about the interference missed an important nuance. They say evidence does show Russia is trying to interfere with the election, and it shows Russia views the president as someone that the country can work with. But the evidence doesn't explicitly prove Russia is trying to get Trump reelected.
At 4:45, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are pushing back at Queen Elizabeth. This after the couple were told to drop the word royal from their brand. In a statement on their website, the pair said there is not any jurisdiction by the monarchy over the use of the word royal. The Duke and Duchess do not intend to use the term after their transition. The couple is officially expected to step down as senior members of the royal family next month. According to the palace, Prince Harry will keep his place in line as the 6th to the throne, and the couple will still be recognized as His and Her Royal Highness, though they will not use the titles. It's time now for a check of our forecast back here at home. Alyssa, what's going on out there?
So we're starting dry this morning, but that's going to change very quickly just in the next couple hours here. Right now, we're seeing mostly cloudy skies. You can see that Bloomington icon just changed over to rain as we're starting to see that rain move in from the southwest. Indianapolis, though, starting dry and cloudy, temperatures in the low 40s this morning, and we have this southwesterly wind that's coming along with this Gulf moisture that's coming into the area. All of that is due to this surface low that's approaching. That's starting to push in that cloud coverage, and eventually we are going to see some rain moving in after that. That rain expected in the next few hours here. You can see already starting to see some light showers moving into Bloomington and towards Seymour along some of the highways here. So just be aware of that. We are starting to see it, and then we are going to see that continue to move northward as we head into the morning hours. So here's a look at our timing on that, starting with the cloudy skies, and then right around 8 or 9 a.m. that's when we're starting to see that move into the Indianapolis area, and then that will continue to move to the north. Looking at the heaviest rainfall right around 9 or 10 a.m. this morning with this system, but we'll continue to see consistent showers really on and off throughout our Monday with the heaviest rainfall during that time. Only looking at about a ½ an inch of rainfall as the system moves through, but we are going to continue to see it into Monday evening and into Tuesday morning. So looking at those totals, looking at about a ½ an inch for the high side of those rainfall totals, and then maybe closer to an inch for areas to the south. So not expecting a ton from this, but one thing you want to note is that on the back end of this, we are going to see the potential of some snow showers as well. So starting with rain this week, and then we'll continue to see rain for our Tuesday. By Tuesday night, could switch to a rain-snow mix just as some colder air moves in as this system moves out. And then by Wednesday, the potential of snow in the forecast as well. Behind that, the rest of the week is looking dry, and we'll see a little bit of a warming trend on the way too. Today, though, starting in the upper 30s and low 40s with that rain arriving around 8 or 9 a.m. Then we'll continue to see those showers throughout our afternoon and into our evening, overnight, and then some lighter showers expected as we head into Tuesday. So that's our Monday. Tuesday, looking at those light scattered showers just as that rain continues and that system continues to slowly move across central Indiana. And then by Wednesday, that's when we see that colder air filtering in. We'll start to see those temperatures dropping off, And then we have that potential of switching to a rain-snow mix, possibly just snow at times on Wednesday before we completely dry out for the rest of the week.
Alyssa, thank you so much. Here's a live look at traffic. This is on the north side, I-465 near Michigan Road. You can see we have a stalled truck there in the shoulder of the road near the on-ramp. But overall traffic is moving along just fine, both eastbound and westbound. No delays to slow you down. So let's take a turn right now to the northeast side, I-465, a live look near Pendleton Pike. Traffic here is moving along smoothly northbound and southbound for your commute. No crashes, no delays at this hour, but of course we'll continue to monitor your roads and keep you updated this morning.
With wedding season right around the corner, brides-to-be may be in for a panic. That's because the coronavirus outbreak could be causing a shortage in wedding dresses. The American Bridal and Prom Industry Association says 80% of the world's Western-style gowns are produced in China. With many factories there temporarily shut down because of the virus, there could be a shortage of dresses. Not only that, industry experts say the unexpected production delay could also slow down the process for customized dresses, leaving some sellers unable to deliver customers' orders on time.
At 4:49, Wells Fargo has been hit with a $3 billion fine. The settlement comes 4 years after it was revealed the company created millions of fake customer accounts. As part of the deal, Wells Fargo admitted to falsifying bank records between 2002 and 2016. The company also admitted to unlawfully misusing personal information of customers and wrongfully collecting millions of dollars in fees and interest. The deal does not protect current or former employees from prosecution. None of the money under this settlement will go to compensate customers, but officials say Wells Fargo has compensated victims for potential losses that they may have incurred.
There's a new adults-only cruise ship that will have you feeling like a billionaire. The Scarlet Lady is the brainchild of Virgin founder Richard Branson. It features a Korean eatery, a swanky lounge, and a tattoo and body piercing parlor. There's also a rooftop lounge that all guests have access to. The cheapest cabins start around $1,600 for 3 to 4 day tours. And for those with deep pockets, there are 15 mega rockstar suites that start at about $19,000. Those feature a music room, a private lookout point at the front of the ship, a standing hot tub, and a peak view shower that offers sea views. Wow.
It just was fate. It just came full circle. A New Jersey man reunited with a nurse who cared for him 30 years ago. How she's providing comfort for him yet again.
And coming up all new at 5, a new program is bringing students from Muncie down to Columbus to study the unique architecture that makes up the community. Our Kelsey Anderson will join us live with more, but first.
I'm Vinny Politan. Coming up today on Court TV, we are live in New York City as jury deliberations continue in the Harvey Weinstein rape trial. 4 days of deliberations last week. They'll be back this morning, back at work, trying to reach a consensus on the charges against Weinstein. He's a former movie mogul, ran Hollywood. Now he's facing the potential of life in prison. Once again, we are live in New York today on Court TV.
And don't forget, you can watch the all-new Court TV live right on your mobile device by visiting CourtTV.com. It is 4:51. We'll be right back. Welcome back. The first few days of a premature baby's life can be really hard for parents. But for one family, they found comfort after a familiar face showed up in the NICU.
Zane Caldwell was born 10 weeks early. His nurse, Lisa McGowan, has been there every step of the way. Zane's mom says she's thankful for all the help and comfort Lisa has brought to their family. And it turns out this isn't the first time Lisa has been there for them. She was also there 33 years ago when Zane's dad, David, was born premature at the very same hospital. She helped care for him for several weeks. David says he knows his son is in good hands and they hope to be able to take him home next month. How sweet. I think we had this story
makes me feel good.
Last week and we just wanted to revisit it because it's just so heartwarming.
Yeah, I think, you know, in that type of situation, it'd be really difficult, and just seeing a familiar face could make all the difference.
Absolutely. Cool. And how much medicine has advanced from 30 some odd years ago. Yeah. So they will be A-okay.
Yeah. So
all right, Alyssa, something that isn't A-okay is the weather that is going to arrive later today.
No, so we are going to see that rainfall today. I know we had some beautiful weather yesterday, but that is a thing of the past. As we head into the day, we are going to see those rain showers start mid-morning, and they're going to stick with us this afternoon, evening, and overnight into our Tuesday. Rain and snow mix expected Wednesday. today before we completely dry out just in time for the weekend.